Hey everybody, what's up? UltraMag64 here, and I am very proud to bring you guys Shantae, Risky's Revenge Director's Cut. Now, Shantae, the Shantae series in general, is one of my personal favorite series. It is developed by WayForward, and they are also one of my favorite developers as well. So I am so happy to bring you guys this game. This game is one of my favorite games, and I honestly cannot wait to bring you guys Pirate's Curse when it comes out, which I do plan on doing a Let's Play of, and also on top of that, I also plan on doing a Let's Play of Half Genie Hero, WayForward's next biggest project for the Shantae series. But let's get into Risky's Revenge. So Risky's Revenge originally came out for the DSiWare, and then it was ported over to iOS, then eventually ported over to PC. So I previously could never play this game in a Let's Play setting, but now I can because it's on PC. And it's actually been out for a while, but I've been like, you know what, I'm just gonna, hold off, because I actually hadn't beaten the original one on the DSiWare until a few months ago. And yeah, I beat it, and I love the game. I will gladly play it again. So let's head over to the options menu. There's really not that much. Then again, it is a 2D Metroidvania style game, so therefore you're kind of, it's okay not to have a lot of settings. I wish there was a little bit of more graphical settings, but that's fine. So here you have your resolution, your screen mode, your music. Let's turn that up. And let me take off my headphones, because otherwise I'll be screaming at you guys, and that's not cool. So anyway, let me turn everything up to max since I'm using DxTory, which will allow me to record not only at 60 FPS, but also, let you guys hear all that while not destroying my beautiful voice. Next, you have your control config, which I'm using a 360 pad. You can use whatever you want. I personally found the keyboard controls a little bit meh. I don't personally like using the arrow keys. But you can rebind them or whatever you want. I personally rebound the backdash and item to LT and RT because my fingers just naturally rest on those buttons anyway. Whoops. Did not mean to do that. Inventory. Inventory start. Okay. So let me go back here. The menu system's a little bit like the problem is the B button is actually confirm on the pad, and it's A button to jump, B button to talk, and all this stuff. It's kind of backwards to me, but that's just personal preference, honestly. So I've been playing a little bit of this game. I've gotten about an hour in, and I'm at the second boss-ish stage. I'm actually on the hardest stage for me because it's a time attack. And, yeah, see, there I go again, pushing A when I meant to push B. But, yeah, here you go, here's the game, and I know what you're saying. Now, wait a minute, I've heard Shantae looks like a beautiful freaking game. What happened? The pixels are kind of big, and I don't like them as much. Well, here, that's because of resolution, my friend, and here, let me show you what it looks like on the original resolution setting. And let us go back and resume the game. This is what it looked like on the 3DS-ish, kind of. Yeah, really tiny window. This is why it's on the 3DS, because it's really tiny, but it looks so darn good. And also, the gameplay is at 60 FPS, and it's just wonderful. I love this game so much. So, let me switch back. The main reason I had it at full was because I can't see. My eyes are horrible. And my computer screen is quite big, so, yeah, kind of need to see. So, I'm just going to go over here and just beat up on some baddies and let you guys see kind of what you're going to get into. Oh, whoop, I fell out of a pit. Yeah, as you know, I am not the best at platformers, but Shantae I try and make a exception for because it's not just a platformer, it's a Metroidvania style, which I hate that word, but it's the best word I can come up with to describe it. Metroid-style, Castlevania-style game. Although, technically Castlevania didn't start doing that until, like, a few of the series back. These guys, those big rock guys, are really good for learning the backstep. Like, when I originally was starting playing the game, I kind of didn't use backstep. I kind of just backed away from enemies. And they are really good at teaching you how to use backstep, which you kind of need to do to avoid their attack, because you can't get away fast enough on your own, on your feet. Also, there's a little bit of slowdown on my PC. It's just during recording, though, which is a resource-intensive process anyway, so, yeah. That's to be expected, but hopefully the game runs, you know, well enough for you guys. Actually, on the, YouTube, it's only at 30 FPS, so it's going to look like everything's, like, super speedy Cider Squeeze 6000 style. So it's going to be, like, super fast and super, almost like I fast-forwarded through it, but I did not. So there's that little caveat. But, yeah, let's get into Shantae, because if you don't know, I'm a huge Shantae nerd, and I know just about, more or less everything. I've played every single game. So yeah, I love Shantae. Originally, Shantae was out on the Game Boy Color, and it came out during the... It was about, I want to say early 2000s, and yeah, they were just like, yeah, we'll push out this Game Boy Color game. It was originally published by Capcom, oddly enough, and they were like, yeah, we're gonna make this Game Boy Color game for the Game Boy Color, not the Game Boy Advance. They actually did have a Game Boy Advance game in development. I think I just kind of was talking here. Let me actually... 20 gems, I want to pass, read the clock. Yeah, see, this is why I'm not that good at time attack kind of things, because, you know, I'm not that good at it. But hopefully I can do this. I'll get back to talking about Shantae in a sec. Let me try and play this. Because you need to get through in a certain amount of time, and if you don't, then you kind of gotta do it all over again. I'm trying to save up my gems here. Okay. I need that time piece and that time piece, and let me switch you. Okay. So here we go. We get to watch me either be completely awesome or completely dumb. Okay, grab that. Attack you. And attack you. And I know what you're saying. Now wait a minute, Magnus. You only using your hair? And I'm like, yeah, because my hair is the strongest weapon I've got. There is no other option here. Okay, those guys are a little bit annoying. Okay, let me get down here. I remember, like, I think it's either on the next room or it's one of the rooms where I could, like, hit them. Oh, there we go, there we go. It was that. I just didn't do it in the right position. So that's going to be cost me greatly on time. But yeah, this was the hardest bit. Well, that and the final boss, which I won't spoil for you guys. But the final boss and this were the hardest things for me to play. Shantae's actually not... Risky's Revenge, at least, is not that long of a game. It's, maybe if you grind through the story, which I'm trying to do to unlock magic mode, it's about, I'd say maybe 4 hours. Something like that, especially if you know what you're doing and not going for the collectibles. Like right now, I'm doing my 3-heart challenge where I don't get any of the heart containers, like kind of like what you do in Zelda. But yeah, this game is very much, it's kind of almost, I would say, it's almost a mix of Zelda. Okay, let me show you one of the main hooks of Shantae, which is, oh, well, shoot, the transformations, which I, you know, kind of goofed there. Like I said, not too good on the platforming, really good at the fighting bits. But platforming, nah, you don't want to talk to me about platforming. I am not that good at it. But yeah, this game is one of my favorite games. It's one of WayForward's, I think, in my opinion, successful franchise, and I, you know, love their game. I actually donated their Kickstarter, got myself early beta access to Shantae Half Genie Hero, which I can't wait to play. And this guy's wrecking me right now. Get over here. I can kill you. Oh, great, the knights. Okay, well, these guys are easy as long as you stay above them, because you can just wail on their head. Grab that. Run over here. Actually, I think... No. Okay, there's more. I was like, oh my gosh, did I beat this thing on my first run? No. No, you did not, Magnus. You did not do that. I don't know why I climbed that. That was dumb. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Yeah, these guys aren't that hard to deal with. They're just really annoying in numbers. Okay. 2 minutes on the clock. We might be able to do this. I don't know. The last stage on this one is a little bit on the tough side. And darn it, I forgot to turn the stuff off again. Darn it all. And I kind of can't right now, because I'm trying to do this. Okay, let me activate that. Oh, right, I forgot that does that. Oh no, pumpkin guys, no. Let's not have that. Okay, I just have to get close enough to hit them both at the same time. There we go. Okay, kill you, kill you, kill you. Okay. Oh no, I died. Darn it. See, that's what I'm talking about right there. I kind of goofed. Okay, hang on. Let me turn off some stuff really quick. Oh, well, I guess I can't. Let me at least turn off my phone. Because that much I can do. There we go. Okay. So let's go about that again. Let's see, how many potions do I have? I have one left. Okay. Okay, so what was I talking about before I got so rudely interrupted by the Tower of Power? Yeah. Shantae actually released, originally, the original Game Boy Color game was released in the early 2000s, I believe around 2001, 2000. It was critically acclaimed because of its smooth animations. Like, it was one of the smoothest animated games on the Game Boy Color I'd ever seen. I actually didn't get to pick up the original Game Boy Color game, which I'm kicking myself for to this day. That is my white whale. That is what I look for when retro game shopping. If I can find a original Shantae copy for the Game Boy Color for under, you know, extreme amounts of money, like $300, then yeah, I will be completely fine. Darn it, I think I did the same thing I did last time. So yeah, the Shantae series is very hard to, especially the original, is very hard to come by. Like, you most likely won't find that in your regular game store. If you do, buy it. Seriously, just buy it. You will not regret it. The original Shantae, while some of the mechanics and stuff are a little dated by today's standards, I still feel like it's still a very solid game, very fun to play. Darn it, I keep missing that time clock. And overall, I love the original Shantae for what it was. I didn't so much like the dancing mechanic because the dancing mechanic was so hard to pull off in that game. They've actually streamlined it a whole lot since then. What you can do now is just hold down a button to perform your dance moves, and I'll show that once I get out of here and I'm not on a time clock here, which may or may not be this video, because I don't know. There we go, that's what I wanted to do the first time. That saves me a whole bunch of time. If I can just get them... there we go. But yeah, the dance mechanic is very streamlined and very quick in this game. And in Pirate's Curse, which I won't spoil, things get even better, because you get access to pirate weapons and stuff, and Risky Boots helps you out. Risky Boots is also the main antagonist for Shantae. She's always wrecking stuff and plotting to destroy Shantae in her fun ways with her little Tinkerbat friends, which I wish I could show you guys, but I can't because there aren't any until later in the game. So yeah, this game is actually 25% off right now on Steam. Way4 is actually having a sale for it, and I would recommend picking up now. I personally picked it up now because I was just like, oh hey, sweet, I have, you know, extra. Darn it, I forgot that was there. Extra cash, and I was like, sure, yeah, I'll pick up Shantae again. That's always fun times. But yeah, it's usually about $15. I think it's still $15 on the 3DS eShop, which for DSiWare, that's kind of amazing because, I mean, they haven't had a sale or anything. I don't actually think you can have sales on the DSi. I know you can have it on the 3DS, but not the DSi. So I don't know on that one, but I do know that I love Shantae and would highly recommend it. You can also pick up the original on the 3DS eShop as well, which again I would recommend because it's just wonderful. And darn it, I'm gonna lose a whole bunch of time fighting these guys. Okay, let me get up here. And ah man, I forgot about my health. I was too busy trying to avoid the time clock here. Okay, here, let me actually show you guys the map here. This is the map. This is your world, basically. As you can see, it's kind of sprawling, and it looks very linear, but it's not. There are many nooks and crannies you can get into and hide and find cool stuff and whatnot. But, yeah, I love the game. And here, let me show you guys. I know I'm probably rambling like a moron right now, but that's just because I'm really trying to play this game to the fullest extent of my ability. Because this game, it's not exactly it's not a hard game, and it's not it's not like the platforming and stuff can get a little bit challenging later on, like especially in an area. A certain area near your house where you start out. That is a little bit of a headache for me. I find that very hard. I've personally found that very hard to beat. But yeah, other than that, the platforming itself and the game's overall challenge really doesn't ramp up until about I would say about the last boss. The last boss is probably the hardest boss I've had to fight in a while. It really reminds me of the old school, games where like you would have to really learn the game, and you'd have to know how to play and stuff. So what I'm doing right now is I'm backtracking. I'm gonna go and show you guys some of the areas, some of the more diverse areas and whatnot, and just show you guys what all this game entails and what all you're gonna be doing in the first ish hour. So let me go ahead. Okay, here, I'll show you the dancing now that I'm actually out of a scenario where I can. This, you just hold down a button, and she cycles through the different dances. And each dance transforms you into a different animal. Now, unfortunately, I only have the first transformation at this time. See, watch. When I do that, it turns me into a monkey. When I do this, it doesn't do nothing. So, later on in the game, those will turn you into other creatures, and you can actually get to different areas. Like, see, without the monkey, I couldn't get up here because, watch here, Shantae can't climb. But if I am the monkey, boom, I can just climb up this wall and not be bothered by these archers, who are annoying, and I hate them. I hate them very much. Okay, so let's go ahead and go over here. This is a warp squid. Basically what they do is they warp you to different places. It makes it a whole lot easier to get around. So let me teleport to here. So as you can see, the main draw of this game is its animations. The animations of the sprites, the overall just smoothness of it, the attention to detail. It's so good. Like here, look, you can almost see the ripples in her puffy pants move with her knees when she bounces, which I just love. So this is kind of the starting area. I think this should be, yeah, this is the starting area. Basically, that little red skull right there is a boss. Kind of dungeon area. So, that's going to be your first area you fight in. And here's a little hidey hole. Now, what these do is they're kind of like, challenges for you when you get later on in the game. Like this one, you're going to need a specific transformation, which I know the game's old, but I'm not going to spoil it for you guys because that's just me. I want to leave some surprises for you guys. This series is for you guys to know about cool games and want to play them. And there is no cooler game, in my opinion, than Shantae. Because it's just a fun game. It's made by a little... Oh, yeah, I didn't get... Oh, no, that's a heart. Never mind. I was like, oh, wait, I didn't get that? I can get that now. But no, wait, that's a heart, which I don't want. So, let me see. What other Shantae knowledge can I drop on you guys? This is the town. It's called Scuttletown. And it's kind of a port town. It's awesome. One of the things I don't particularly like about the this version of Risky's Revenge is the whole thing, like the jumping in the foreground and background and stuff, is very like especially in the forest area when it begins, you kind of don't know where enemies are, and so you're kind of sitting there like, okay, wait, is an enemy on there or is he in the foreground? And then you get hit, and this is your starting area. This is where Shantae lives. She lives in a lighthouse on the outskirts of the town. So yeah, you start out here, you learn the basic controls, and you get all fancy-wancy, and you learn all the cool stuff. They actually don't teach you about the backstep. The backstep is this little number right here, where you can quickly dodge your enemies. You're gonna need this, trust me. You're gonna want to learn to master this thing. Because it took me till I got to the final boss where I was like, okay, I need to learn how to backstep now. So, yeah, just trying to help you guys out. Also, these guys, you can't get past. These guys, they will... something will happen and you can get past them after that. But, as for right now, nah, you ain't getting past them. So let's see, what other Shantae knowledge can I drop? Let me see, trying to think of something in the development. Oh yeah, I think I talked about the GBA game, but yeah, they were making a GBA game for Shantae, and it just never happened, and it actually got turned into Risky's Revenge for the DSi. The problem with the DSiWare, I honestly wish they had given it like a full retail release, although WayForward being the small team that they are, and the, you know, they don't make a whole lot of money. They're kind of, personally, the way I feel, the way I look at WayForward is I kind of think of them as the mercenaries of the games industry. They make, you know, mainly licensed games, and sometimes, you know, occasionally they're able to make their babies like Shantae, Mighty Swap Force, you know, all kinds of cool stuff. They recently made a remake of Boy and His Blob, and also did the remake for DuckTales, which I know a lot of people were like, oh my gosh, there's too much story, but I personally loved it. But then again, I'm also, see, this is what I'm talking about. See, look at all this. Look at all this. See that guy right there? This guy? He's actually in the background. Very hard to tell. And I think that is either due to all the, you know, smoke and stuff and fog and whatnot, and also due to the terrain as well. But see, I mean, look at the guys on the branch are what I'm talking about mainly, because the spider, you can tell the spider's on the background, and so is this guy. But he didn't seem like it sometimes. He's just like, okay, where is everything, you know? But that's my main concern with personally this version. It's only in this version. The DS version really didn't. You could tell, and I'm not sure if that's due to depth or, you know, what have you. I don't know, but that's just my personal nitpick on this particular version. Now, personally, I would recommend you pick up the. Well, the problem with picking up this version is that, yeah, you can play it on your PC, but the game's not all that long. The game it's not that long, and it's not that hard. It can get harder, and I wish that they hadn't done this, because it reminds me of Master Quest all over again, but I wish that they had unlocked Magic Mode, which is what I'm trying to unlock. And to unlock Magic Mode, which is a harder version of the story, basically you get a new dress, and you're basically more vulnerable, but you can do twice as much damage and with magic and stuff, which I feel would be a lot more challenging, which is why, personally, I'm doing this 3-heart challenge, because I've already beaten the game once, and I was looking for more of a challenge, so I was like, okay, sweet, I'll just unlock Magic Mode and play on that, but you can't unless you beat the game first, which I personally hate that about games when they do that, because it reminds me of Ocarina of Time with their Master Quest thing. On the 3DS version, they didn't unlock it at first. Oh wait, no, they didn't. You had to unlock it through beating the game. It's like, after you beat the game once, it's like, why do I want to go back and do it again on a harder difficulty? I mean, I've beaten Ocarina of Time like several times. Let me just play the Master Quest mode. So yeah, there's my spiel on magic mode, and I wish that it would just let me switch, or just let me select it when I started up the game, but it didn't. Oh well. Let me see. Yeah, the frequent frame rate drops, I'm not sure what it is, if it's my recording software or not, because non-recording, this game runs smooth like butter. Like, this game is smooth like the butteriest butter you ever had. You won't believe that this game is not made of butter, but it's not. Because it's so smooth, the animations are so good, like, it looks nice, it runs great. I just can't recommend this game more. I know I'm probably gushing and probably just reiterating things I've already said, but I just want you guys to know this game is amazing and you need to pick it up. And plus, it's like $8 now, so I mean, it's like, dude, you should totally do that. Also, that's the price of, actually, I think actually the original Shantae on the 3DS's Virtual Console is actually $5. Maybe no, it's $8. Yeah, it's $8. I'm gonna go with $8. But yeah, that game I would also recommend picking up. You don't actually have to play the original to know what's going on in Risky's Revenge. It's just, I would recommend it just because I'm a Shantae nerd. And my button is not working. Hang on one sec. That's interesting. I am. Oops. See, there I go again, pushing the A button. Okay, RT. There we go. Oh, I don't have any. I was like, why am I not doing it? I'm not doing a thing. Alright, so let's head back to Scuttle Town because I need to actually stock up on some potions. Also, you can notice that at the top right, there is a gem counter. Now, what are gems? Well, they let you buy stuff, but they don't let you buy the cool stuff. Let's be honest. Here's the thing. There are two types of currency. Whoops, I kind of missed that one. There are two types of currency in the Shantae world. There's magic jam, and there's gems. Gems are a lot more common. They drop by enemies and all kinds of cool stuff like that. They're just, generally they're given out like candy. And, hang on, I gotta text somebody real quick. Okay, there we go. So, what was I saying? Two types of currency? Yeah, there's magic jam, and then there's gems. Gems are given out like candy. You can find them just about anywhere, from chests, anything. Magic jam, however, is different. Magic jam is a very rare commodity and can only be found in certain chests. Now, I've got 4 magic jam, and I've been playing for about an hour. And as you can see, stuff's expensive. Look how many magic gems I gotta find for, you know, all this cool stuff. Look at all this. You're gonna be searching for a while, which is part of the longevity of the game. The thing about Shantae is that it's not exactly a long game to play, but it's there. If you want to 100% it, it could take you maybe if you don't know what you're doing or you're not looking through a walkthrough, maybe twice as long, so about 8 hours maybe to complete the game, with everything, and that's with everything. Alright, hang on guys, I gotta take a call. Alright, and we're back. So, with my knowledge of Shantae, let's talk about the future of Shantae. What's the half-genie gonna get into, what kind of trouble is she gonna get into, in the futures? Oh my gosh! Hello, party over here. So, basically, what the next title in the Shantae series is it's called Shantae and the Pirate's Curse. Now, what that is I can't say because it's actually a direct sequel. Technically, all these games are direct sequels to the other. But they are not, I don't know, I can't speak for Pirate's Curse. But I can say that Risky's Revenge, without playing the first one, you are completely fine. You are completely fine in not playing the first one and knowing basically what's going on. Good gravy, what is happening here? I would like to recommend that you, I've actually thought about it in my time with that call, and I've actually decided that maybe you should pick up, if you do plan on picking this game up, maybe look at, if you can, the DSiWare version. Because the inventory is actually on the bottom screen, and so it's always available to you. And you can actually set the map, like this thing, whoops, see, there I go again. If you can actually set the map to be able to be on the bottom screen all the time. So you always know where you are. And it can get a little confusing, especially in the forest, it can get a little bit confusing where to go and stuff. Especially when you try and find Roddy Tops, which I'll show you guys Roddy Tops. She's amazing, I love her. She's actually one of my favorite characters. But, let me see. Back to Pirate's Curse. Man, see, this is the thing I don't like about this game, is the constantly respawning enemies. They respawn too fast for me. It's like it's hard to keep track of them all. Finally got out of there. But yeah, let's go see Roddy Tops and talk about the future of Shantae. Most of you guys probably don't even know. You're just like, what are you talking about, you crazy man? And I'm just over here gushing about a purple-haired genie wearing red poofy pants. So anyway, back to Pirate's Curse. Basically, Pirate's Curse is going to be on the 3DS and Wii U. Not the DSiWare, not any of that. It's going to be only on the Wii U and 3DS. And it's basically a sequel to Risky's Revenge, which I would recommend you play and beat before playing it. Honestly, I would recommend you do it anyway, because it kind of sets up stuff for the future as well, like with Half Genie Hero, which I'll talk about in a sec. Yeah, basically what happens is something happens at the end of this game, something bad happens, which I won't say what happens. I know probably people are going to be like, dude, it's a 7 or whatever year old game, man. Just tell us. And I'm just going to be like, no, because there are people out there who haven't played this game and deserve to play the ending and play the game. So there. That's my reasoning behind no spoilers. So anyway, also this guy's a save guy. He always saves your progress, which I won't do for this because I'm actually doing really bad if I do save, because, oh my gosh, weird. If I do save this, because I'm actually trying to beat this game as fast as possible to get the best ending. Yeah, it's kind of like Metroid. Although I think you actually also have to get, no wait, you have to get one of the end cards. You have to get, I think it's Risky Boots. You have to get beating it the fastest, and then you have to get all the items to get the best one, I think. Something like that. Good gravy. What is going on here, Forrest? Why you doing this, Forrest? Why you running so bad? Yes, that was a Forrest Gump reference. Anyway, so what happens? This is Roddy Top, by the way. She's awesome. I know I'm rambling here, but I gotta say this real quick. As you'll notice, the character portraits, when they're talking, are really high quality. Like, look at this. Look how smooth those lines are. And look how, like the outline is just so good. The details are so wonderful. Just, I love... These are one of the few things I do love, like, unconditionally about the Shantae series, are those character portraits. Because the character art throughout all the Shantae games has improved greatly. Like, especially if I were to take a picture of the original Shantae's graphic arts and then put them next to either Half Genie Hero or Pirate's Curse, you'd be like, dude, they've improved significantly! So yeah, that's Roddy Tops. I love her. She's a zombie. In the first game, she tries to eat your brain. In a hilarious way. Not a zombie way. You'll find out if you go play the first game. I hate these stupid spiders, because I can never get them quite right. So anyway, let's see. In Pirate's Curse, basically what happens is you gain access to piratey weapons, like guns and all this cool stuff and cannonballs. It's really cool. It looks really fun. I can't wait to play it. and I'm just excited as all get out to play that game. And I'm actually kind of lost here. I'm kind of like turned around here. Yeah, wait, no, they go this way. Okay. And then there is the next game, which is in development right now. It's like, if I were to put this on a timeline, Pirate's Curse is probably like in the finishing stages of being done. It's like, yeah, we're just about finished here with this. Whereas Half Genie Hero, which is the Kickstarter project. Wait, are you gonna? Okay, you're more steps. But the Kickstarter project, which I backed significantly, like I put a boatload of cash into that thing. But anyway, that is basically their prequel, kind of. It's as far as I am understanding, it's going to be a prequel to the Shantae series, where it's going to be the first time Shantae gains any of her powers and all that cool stuff. Don't quote me on that though, because I might be misinformed on that one, because it's just so early. Like, there's not even any kind of playable build of this thing yet. They're still working on it. Also, I will be playing beta or alpha, whatever kind of version they put out. I will be able to play it, and I will show it to you guys, hopefully. But anyway, let me see. What else can I say about Shantae? What else? Because I'm trying. Well, here's the thing. I'm trying not to go too far back, because if I go too far back, then it's going to ruin a future video I plan on doing about Shantae. And yes, I plan on doing videos about Shantae, because I just love the darn game so freaking much. I do plan on doing a special video that I wouldn't normally do. I never have tried before, but I'm going to try it, and hopefully it works. See, that's what I'm talking about right there. That spider, I thought he was on that limb, but he wasn't. So let's see, what can I say about Shantae that I haven't already said? I will be doing a video series about Pirate's Curse. Like, I will be doing a Let's Play of that. I will be, showcasing the game, showing it off to you guys. I might be able to do both versions. The problem with doing the 3DS version is I don't have a capture unit for the 3DS, and I refuse to capture off camera because that's just... I just don't like that. Oh yeah, by the way, special tip. You probably won't understand this now, but if you do get this game, you'll understand. When you bring the dog back, kill it. That's all I'm gonna say, is when you bring the dog back, kill it. I'm not gonna spoil what happens afterwards, but you will get at least a good laugh out of it. I did. I had fun doing that. But also, let me see, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah. Shantae and the Half Genie Hero is coming out for all systems, basically. It's coming out for Wii U, except for 3DS and Vita. It's not coming out for those, but it is coming out for PS4, PS3, Xbox 360, Xbox One, Wii U, and PC. Yeah, can't forget that PC. That PC's always in the back of your head. So yeah, basically that would be, I feel like that's going to probably be the starting point for a lot of people, because, previously Shantae's only been on Nintendo platforms, and if you didn't, have a DS at the time, or, anything else, then you probably can't play this game, and so it was very much a Nintendo brand, and I associated it with Nintendo. Actually, before I knew who made it, I thought, oh, hey, Nintendo must have made this, but they didn't. And that alone goes to WayForward's quality and amazingness in making games. Because I will say this, every game that WayForward's made, I have loved. Even a lot of the licensed games, while they aren't, like, the most phenomenal games of all time, they still are good for what they are. Like, they are still really good licensed games. Like, if you want to look at something that they've made, check out either DuckTales Remastered, or check out the Transformers Dark Spark. That new Transformers movie, that Dark Spark one, that I don't care about, check that one out, because, and it's on the 3DS, check the 3DS version out, none of the other versions suck. But what was really cool about the 3DS version is that it's actually a strategy RPG. It's a strategy game, whereas, you know, the console versions are shooter nonsense stuff. It was very confusing, so I didn't pick it up. It was like a mixture of War for Cybertron and licensed Transformers Bay nonsense, which I don't really care for. But anyway, the 3DS version was developed by WayForward and was made to be a strategy game. And it was really cool. It had really okay pixel art. I mean, it wasn't, like, here's the thing. The budget is always what separates a game, you know, graphically and stuff like that. If you don't have a budget, then, you know, it kind of can be a little bit hard to make stuff sometimes. So, yeah, I feel like their budget, if it'd been maybe a little bit different, or if they'd done a few things differently, like the battle system was 3D, like when you got into a battle, it turned to 3D, kind of like Fire Emblem, honestly. But I wish they'd kept it 2D and sprite-based, because I think that would have looked a lot cooler. Because, I mean, look at this. Look at this. WayForward. WayForward, guys. You're the masters of pixel art here. Come on. But, yeah, I would recommend you look at some of their previous works, because they do make good games. Not all of them are fantastic. Like, I know that they made, oh, what's it called? Looney Tunes and Scooby-Doo. It was like this crossover game for the 3DS. It was Looney Tunes and Scooby-Doo mixed together. I don't know what it was, but I personally never played that. But from gameplay-wise I saw, I was not that impressed, to be honest. This one's... Okay, wait, hang on. I can do this. There we go, that's what I wanted to do. I was like, why can't I do this? Alright, so... Where I want to go? No. Yes. Alright, looks like somebody's at my door. I'll be right back. Okay, and we're back. Sorry about the long break. I decided to take an early lunch today. What are you doing? Haha. Alright, I have, actually it's been a few hours since, I stopped recording, so I have no idea where we were. Or what we were talking about. And oh my gosh, there we go. Alright, so I think that I have shown Shantae and the game's greatness off enough. I think I'm going to try and do that time of trial thing once again. Oh, well. Kill you. Barely missed that. Whoa. There we go. Okay. Right, hang on, there's hearts up here. Kill you. Kill you. So, I guess the thing about earlier was I kind of gushed more than I talked about, you know, what the game actually is and stuff. I think I briefly mentioned, you know, oh, it's a Metroidvania style game, and oh yeah, you should totally play it. But I don't think I really got into the nitty gritty of what it is. So I'm gonna try and do that now. So basically, yes, this is a Metroid style game where you're gonna be doing a lot of backtracking, which once you unlock all the warp squids, it's not that hard. I personally feel like maybe they should have added a, you know, warp anywhere kind of thing, where, you know, you don't have to search out and find the warp squids. I mean, they're not hard to find. It's just that they are a little bit tedious to get to sometimes, because when you're just like, man, I just want to get to this one place, and you know, you can't do that because you have to go and get the warp squid, then wake it up, and yada yada yada. So there is that a little bit. Let's see. Okay, yeah, we got 8. We're good. Yeah, we're fine. Okay, let me. I do feel like the fact that you can rebind controls on the PC version is wonderful, but I do feel like I don't understand why they decided to go with B is A, except A lets you jump and all that. I don't understand that. So, I don't know. I kind of... Because in the other game, I believe it was still A to talk to people in the DS version. I'm not entirely sure on that one. It's been a while since I played it. But I'm actually going to go ahead and do this, guys. And see, I kept doing that, and now I'm doing it on purpose so that I don't have to keep going through the same dialogue when I die. So, let me see. What else was I going to say about the game? Obviously, the game still looks great. It still plays great. It's just that I don't understand the B to A thing, because it's like, especially in the menus, it's like, it's very confusing to go, to switch those around, because it's like, okay, now B is accept, and A is back, and I don't quite understand the logic behind that. Then again, I don't quite remember if the same could be said for the DSiWare edition. I will say I kind of miss the bottom screen on the DS, because you could always have your map there, and in this version it's very, I wouldn't say clunky, but it's very time consuming to have to go back, check where you are. Luckily I kind of know generally where I am in the game, because I spend a whole lot of time in this world the first time I played through it. And so I know I got a kind of good idea of where I am most of the time, and what to do next and stuff. It's just sometimes, you know, good old brain kind of clunks around a little bit. Okay, die, come on. Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna kill you next, and you next. I do feel like, and I think this is obviously going to be fixed in Pirate's Curse, is I do feel like Shantae needs some sort of downward attack or projectile attack. I mean, she does have Fireball, and she does have, you know, the magic and stuff, which I haven't been using that much. But she does have, you know, the magic that she can use, which I should probably show off. Let's see. Let's go with the Fireball. Classic Fireball. Okay, grab some hearts. Grab that timepiece. And also, this is the only area that actually makes you time. Like, there is no other place that has a time limit. It's just this area. So, I don't know why they made it just this area. Now, you can come back here anytime and, you know, try again. You know, you can time attack all you want. Personally, I don't like that style of game, and I'm kind of glad it's only in this area, because I like to take my time and explore areas more fully. So personally, for me, in my opinion, this was kind of a, like, why? It's not a mark against the game by any means, but it's just personal preference that I just can't stand time attack style games. I just don't like them. But that's just me personally. And I imagine that a lot of other people are like, I love time attack style games, and you're silly for not liking them. But I don't like them. Okay, and Fireball. 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 Come on. No, get over here. Don't make me have to come get you. Oh, come on. Oh. Yeah, see, these guys are annoying. There we go. Okay. And that. I don't know, hopefully we can make it. I want to say there's only so many floors. I think there's 8. Yeah, see, these guys aren't hard, they're just annoying. Okay, roll through here. And that. And there we go. I want to say... Fireball. 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 Kill. Fireball. Attack. Attack. Fireball. Attack. Attack. Fireball. Getting this groove going. Darn it. I was hoping I wouldn't get hit. See, I'm used to just tapping it, or in this case, mousing over it. Die. Okay, open up, and I think we're on the last stage here, if my memory serves, which, haha, we know that old saying does not work. Here we go. Oh no, there's one more. I was right, there is 10. So there is that. Okay, good to know. My brain is semi-reliable. Not really. Don't rely on my brain. Okay, fireball. Kill you. Fireball. Kill you. Fireball. Shoot you in the face. Darn, thought I... Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh dear. This is what always killed me. Fireball. Shoot you. Wait for them to go. Kill them. Fireball. See, the thing about archers is they're very annoying. They are not fun to deal with. And they take up a lot of your time. I might just make it through this time. Oh, game, don't slow down on me, please. You don't understand! Oh, yeah, come on. Over here. Over here, buddy. Over here. That's right. Oh, yeah, magic doesn't work on those guys. Come on. Yeah. Just stay right there. Stay right there, friend. I forget that magic doesn't work on those sometimes. Come on. Yeah, come on. Come on over here. Come on over here. You are wasting my time. Get your butt. Okay, I'm just gonna kill you. I'm just gonna kill you too. Yeah, see, their running away is... I think that's their point. Their purpose is to waste your time. Oh, great, blue. Come on, over here. Yeah, that's right. You got a minute. I am good to go. Just die. Die. Okay, I think... Nope, there's more. Okay. I was like, I'm not entirely sure. We may not make it. I don't know. Yeah, this is the final one. Which is the most annoying. Okay, kill. Kill. Come on. Have all day. Like I said, I dislike the time attack stuff. Thankfully, it's only one level, so that's not too bad. If the whole game were like this, I might have a hard time recommending it personally. Because I just don't like that style of game. And these guys are bugbears. Okay. Oop. Yeah, we're not going to make it. There is no possible way. We are dead. We are so dead. We're done. After these guys, there's the Blue Knights. Yeah, we're done. We're done. Yeah, like I said, we're done. We lost. Never can get through that very easily. Okay, so let me do this actually. Since I've used up so many of those, I'm just gonna come back to the main menu and go ahead and restart. Okay. Yeah, the thing about this tower is that you have to, it teaches you how to use your magic and stuff properly. Like, it teaches you, you know, okay, to beat enemies the most efficient way possible, you're gonna have to use your magic. You know, your hair is neither strong enough nor fast enough. So you're gonna have to use your magic to get rid of a lot of enemies. And I'm not perfect at the game. Like, I'll admit, again, I'm not a big time attack guy, so I don't usually think about, you know, how can I deal with these enemies the fastest way possible. I just try and get through it. But yeah, this is what mainly I kept getting killed and stuff over, is because of this. But again, like I've stated previously, this is one level. So thankfully, if it were for that, then I don't know, I think that I understand why they did it. Just like in the original, they had a foot race minigame, which again was another thing I hated about the which is one aspect of the game I hated, because it was just so monotonous and so annoying to try and get through. And was actually a reason I actually stopped playing it for a while, was because I was just like, I just can't get past this. So there is that. I'll admit, they do try different things in the Shantae series. Like, they don't have a foot race in this game, but I believe in at least Half Genie Hero they're going to have some sort of race thing, so we'll see how that goes. As far as I can tell, from what I've seen, it looks to be something of a platforming race, where you have different racers and you can just jump on each other's carpets and stuff. I have no idea if that's going to be like multiplayer or what have you, but you know, hopefully that works out. And hopefully I'm not like, oh my gosh, I can't stand the race bits. And hopefully I don't also come off as a opinionative of this game. I notice that I sometimes do that when it comes to these Ready Set Plays, that I get very opinionative and very like, oh, well, I think that this should be changed because I am a gaming master race, Like, I've noticed I sometimes find myself doing that. I'm trying to stop doing that. My goal for this series is to inform others of games that I like and games that I think are fun, and Shantae is definitely one of those games where I love it to bits. And I'm gonna kill you all and run over here. If I had to give one advice for someone who's just like, dude, I have this game and I am stuck on this level, I would say A, make sure to use magic, and B, forget about the gems. Just forget about them. Don't even bother with the gems. Don't even bother, like, unless they drop hearts. Like, if they're on the way, like, see those gems, I just, like, totally passed them up. I was just like, no, I don't need those gems. Because gems are like I said, they're like candy. You get them everywhere. So just don't even bother with it. Just run as fast as your little genie legs will take you. And I don't think I'm going to make it this time either. I don't know. I'm on floor 7, I got 2 minutes 50 seconds, but 2 minutes 50 seconds is not that much. Oh boy, I missed that. Thankfully I have like a ton of magic to shoot you and just kill you. Also, one thing you do want to keep in mind is try and hit both these enemies, because it is possible. You just have to get in the right position. And we're actually out of time, but I'm going to try and do this one little thing. Like, see that? You're going to want to... Oh, man, I died. I totally wasn't paying attention to my bar. Darn. Well, we might have made that, but... Oh, well. You know what? I'll do it later. So anyway, guys, that is it for Shantae, Risky's Revenge Director's Cut. Would I recommend this game? Of course. Like, seriously. If it took you this long to be like, does he like the game? Then, you might want to, you know, get your eyes checked and your ears checked, maybe. But, yes, long story short, I do love this game. I love this series. It is one of my favorites, and I would highly recommend it. If you don't want the Director's Cut version, check out the DSiWare one. The iOS one I've actually played, and while it's okay, I just, especially for a platformer, I cannot recommend on-screen controls. Granted, WayForward does do a good job with the on-screen controls and whatnot, and how it plays. They very much catered to the iOS platform and played to its strengths. But I just feel like, you know, on a platform game, especially one with such precision that is necessary to get to a lot of the secrets and stuff, you just have to get physical controls. So whether that be on the 3DS, DS, or whatever you play, I would recommend this game as long as you can get it with physical buttons. If you have to, if you're just like, dude, I don't have a good enough PC and I don't have a DS, then yes, I would recommend, you know, pick it up on the iOS. Just be warned that you don't have physical controls. And I didn't test it with a Bluetooth controller, but maybe, just maybe, knowing WayForward, they probably did, but maybe it works with Bluetooth controllers. I don't know, I don't own one, so I can't protest to that. But anyway, guys, I'm UltraMag64. Remember, don't feed those parasprites, and as always, happy gaming. If you want to pick up Shantae, Risky's Revenge Director's Cut, it is on Steam right now for about $8. But anyway, guys, I'm UltraMag64. Remember, don't feed those parasprites. I already said that. I'll check you guys on the flip side. Bye-bye.